Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Monica Charmaine, and I am the owner of Rockmo Hair and Beauty Lounge right here in H Town. And I'm gonna keep it real with you hairstylist baddies, cause y'all doing y'all thing, but y'all need somebody that's gonna keep it real. I have been doing hair professionally since 2004. And I have came across so many unprofessional hairstylists. I have seen so many hairstylists that branch out on their own. They go out, they do booth rent, they do a suite, or they work in a salon, and things just don't always go well. And things don't go well because you don't have a plan and you keep starting over. Every location you have to keep in mind, you are somewhat in a way starting over. It's good to sit yourself down, plant some roots, and build that clientele. When I first started doing hair, I was an assistant. I shampooed for a salon here in Houston. I shampooed for her like 2 years, maybe. And I learned so much being an assistant. I feel like I would not be sitting here talking to y'all today if it was not for that salon and me being an assistant. So I worked with a hairstylist. Her name was Marquina. And Marquina, she gave me some words of advice because I was young. I was 22, 21, 22, and I was working with a lot of older hairstylists. And she told me, she said, come through the door demanding your respect. If you don't demand respect coming through the door, ain't nobody going to give it to you. And I said, huh. So I had to start carrying myself a little bit more mature. I had to, talk to my clients in a professional way. I had to come across as educated. I had to come across as knowing my craft. I had to make them believe in me. And I did ultimately, and that worked out. So moving on to opening my own salon, a lot of the clients that would refer people to me, they were like, much older than me. And so one day because I don't know, I guess because I was so young, people just felt comfortable asking me my personal business. Hairstylists, do not tell people your personal business. It is not their business. When I first started doing hair, I talked way too much. I told them what was going on with my dating life. I told them what was going on in my thoughts, in my personal life. I let them be friends with me on Facebook, which I feel like Facebook is a personal space because a lot of the people I'm friends with on Facebook is friends and family. I kind of just let them in. A worst mistake ever. But anyway, one lady asked me, just while I'm doing her hair, being so random, she asked me, she said, Monica, what do you do on your day off? And in my mind, I'm thinking, like, what you mean what I do on my day off? She's like, yeah, like what you do on your day off? I said the same thing you do on your day off. And she was like, I think my answer kind of shocked her. Because I'm like, even if on my day off, if I don't want to do nothing but chill, like it's my prerogative. But because I was so young, they felt like I didn't deserve a day off. So when you don't set boundaries with your clients, they will ask you anything. They will get in your business. They will give you advice. And not saying that you cannot take advice from your clients. You can, but make sure it's somebody who's, for one, in management. Don't take advice from the worker because the worker's perspective is way different than the manager's. Take, and I'm dropping gems on y'all, like things that I had to learn the hard way. Like my business suffered when I would listen to people. My life suffered when I would listen to people. So, like, no. When I branched out on my own, I wound up hiring a shampoo tech. And she would help me in the evening times, Tuesday through Saturday. But let me tell you, at the end of the day on Saturday, when it was time to pay her and my booth rent, I was broke. I went back and I added up everything I had made. I went through my little appointment book and I looked at the client's name and what they got done and what they paid for. And I realized at that time I had made like $1,500 that week. And I think I had like $200 left after I paid her and I paid my booth rent. And booth rent was cheap back then. It was like $150 a week. I literally had like maybe $217 left. And I was like, wait, what? You mean to tell me I made $1,500 this week and in my hand, all I'm holding is $200? If that, and that was when a light bulb went off in my mind. I said, Monica, You got to be way more organized. You got to write it down every day what you're making. You have to keep track because you don't want at the end of the week when it's time to pay the person who helped you to be broke. And when it's time to take care of your booth rent to be broke. And it's kind of bad because the booth rent was due on Saturdays, which is, the owner of the salon was like, okay, that's the busiest day. But if I found myself on Saturdays just working to cover paying my assistant and to cover my booth rent. And I realized, I said, okay, something's got to change. So I created a system where Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every time I got finished every day, I wrote down how much money I made that day, how much cash came in, how much, I think Zelle and stuff was not out at that point. So checks, I used to take checks. I would write down exactly how much came in every single day. And if I looked up and I saw, okay, today I made $250, that means that I need to eat something at home. I need to eat something at home. $250 ain't enough. If I look up on a day and I'd have made $500, okay, I don't need to go spending that $500 because I got my distributors coming and I got to purchase products. It made me become organized. The pain of having to pay somebody, having to take care of my overhead, having to pay my distributors for my products, it made me get organized. And so I have created a Girl Plan Your Life journal that is just for hairstylists. It is a hairstylist guide and it is a hairstylist planner. And if you do not have a guide, if you do not have a planner, something that you track your daily income, something that helps you organize and kind of put in perspective what's most important and what's not, to-do lists. And like if you don't have that, then where are you going? What are you doing? Do you know how many stylists I talk to every day that do not know how much they bring in every week? They do not know how much they bring in every day. You should know this as a hairstylist. It will help you make choices in your personal life. It'll make you eat at home or go to the grocery store versus going to the restaurant real quick between breaks. It'll help you manage your money. So I created this planner to help hairstylists manage their money, come out of debt. We got to stop with the credit cards because, and look, I'm guilty. I will swipe a credit card in a minute. We got to manage our life because when opportunities come, when classes come and you ain't got no money to pay for them, you mad. And now you can't grow. You cannot expand. You cannot excel because things cost. And these classes ain't $50 and $60 like they used to be back in the day. No, these classes is $1,500, $2,000. But if you maxed out on your credit card, or if you don't, or you're severely in debt, you don't even have the space to create opportunities for yourself. So I created this journal right here to help y'all get yourself together, to plan your business. Nothing in life goes forward without a plan. Don't be doing hair 10, 15 years and you don't know where you're going. You don't have a plan for nothing. We talk about taxes. We talk about the IRS, things you can write off. It is a very simple planner. I didn't make it hard to understand. I did not make it complicated at all. It is a very basic system to help you get started being organized in your business. So if you are not organized, you need to click the link below and get this planner. I have been training hairstylists now for 20 years. And these are things I have seen. I have talked to stylists that don't even have bank accounts, because all we focus on is doing hair. But if you're going to run out and you're going to get you a booth rent or you're going to get you a suite, girl, you got to have a plan. And you have to have a plan in motion, okay, before you go and do any of that. So you need this planner. You need this journal in your life. Go ahead, y'all. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, anything you want me to address in the hair industry, and this planner, you don't even have to be just a hairstylist. If you are a barber, if you are a braider, if you are an esthetician, if you are anywhere to where you're servicing people, you need this planner. You need this journal. So click the link below to order yours. Y'all drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me, your thoughts. Drop any questions that you have below, and I'll talk to y'all soon.